Life is simple. A forest is simple. Pull back far enough and all that's left is light and dark, color and absence of color. But who's to say which is which? Everything we perceive is filtered through billions of synaptic connections in our brain. When we open our mouths, we prepare for battle. When we open our eyes, we surrender. Mathematics tell us that lines are infinite. A word cannot be defined by itself. In this way, words fail in their most basic function, to define. How can we define a line when we already know what it is? Perhaps experience is the purest form of interpretation, simple, internal. When we open our eyes, we experience. When we open our mouths, we define. When we open our mouths, we fail. Perhaps a line is not a progression from A to B, but a progression from cause to effect. You awaken in the morning to find your feet cold. Therefore, you shut the window. We are unable to predict the consequences of our choices. We do not see the line that we produce. We cannot look forward, cannot double back. All lines end, some more quickly than others. If only we knew, at the base, at the branch, which line ended. If only we could step back. We could choose our path with foresight, but foresight only works in retrospect. Closing the window creates a line, an imbalance in pressure that pulls ever so slightly at all things in its path. The world we live in is built upon misunderstanding. Our inner ears tell us something is wrong, yet our mind cannot detect the change. Each choice we make generates new lines, yet who is to say that lines cannot loop back and intersect in the future? When we close our eyes, we shut out all possibility, turn inward, turn backward, and see sequence. Events in their lines. If only we could do the same with the future. If only you had known that without thinking, your roommate would light a candle. Their anxiety is not your problem. It does not concern you. However, they light a candle. Aromatherapy has been known to greatly decrease risk of anxiety attacks. You do not cause your roommate's anxiety. It does not concern you, until suddenly it does. To generate form from chaos, we create time. Time is insufficient, but we cannot know until it is too late. All lines end, some sooner than others. But does anything really end? Science tells us that matter cannot be created or destroyed. Can a life be truly destroyed? Time is unending. Perhaps mathematics are the answer. Perhaps lines do not end. Do they simply pass from the light into the darkness, continuing unseen? How do we define life? Perhaps words can define themselves. What is life without life? What is darkness without light? Moths are drawn towards the moon, yet for hundreds of years the night has been filled with artificial moons. Why haven't moths evolved? A moth is drawn to a flame. Its line is tethered tightly to the source. This is where it ends. The moth does not learn. No moth will learn. No moth will change. How can we change our course when we cannot predict its outcome? Perhaps we can learn from these lines we cannot see. Lines that have fallen into darkness. All we have to do is step into the darkness and light a candle. In the end, all we are is moths. Find the light in the darkness. All you need to do is reach out and touch it.